by side, our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun.
Again, everybody, I'm Scott.
And I'm Melissa.
Welcome back to RV Rolling with MJ as we continue our trip out to the southwest of the United States. We're kind of getting to that time where we reflect and say, all right, we're getting to that point where we make the turn. But we're not there yet. We got plenty to enjoy. But where are we today?
We made it to California, and we're actually
Yahoo!
and we're in Joshua Tree, but we're staying in Joshua Tree Lake RV and Campground in Joshua Tree.
Tell us a little about the Brownie Camp.
What? Well, the campground is about 15 minutes from the visitor center and the town of Joshua Tree. There is another town called 29th Palm, which is a little bit further. Which we went to after Joshua Tree National Park. So
just a warning for this for this park: do not go by the GPS to get here.
Oh yeah.
Get directions from the campsite. We went because it's all dirt roads here. Everything's a dirt road, and I mean I'm looking
like sandy dirt
right where we came down the road.
Yeah, I can see it.
I actually see a car doing the same thing we did.
But it's
somewhere.
a car.
I don't know. It looks like
it
it's
does.
a car.
The campground does say to follow the directions.
Yeah, but it was.
But I thought that our RV GPS was going to bring us here, and when it wasn't bringing us here, the only thing we can do at that point was to follow GPS on the phone, which brought us on this 3-mile long trail, which wasn't fun.
So yeah, I had to go about 5 miles an hour for the last 5 miles or so. So it took forever to get here the last go, but we made it.
Yeah.
And so what do you think about the campground?
All right, so it is, it's a nice sized campground. There's hardly anybody here, but I'm thinking it's because it's hot and not a lot of people are visiting Joshua Tree. But I mean, it's a nice campground. It's a sandy, I guess, desertly campground. It has like a small lake. I think it's a pond, but the name says lake. You could go fishing. I don't know if you would go swimming in it. And but the only thing is, there's no laundry or pool. Would have been nice, especially since it's so hot, if there was a pool.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's hot, but considering where we've been,
not as hot as Las Vegas.
Not as hot. It's still over 100, or maybe high 90s. I don't know, but it doesn't feel as hot as Las Vegas or Phoenix or Zion or some of the other places. Difference is, there's really nothing to cool off here on like a pool, a lake, a river, or something like that.
Well, there is a lake.
As I look around here, it's like all dirt. There's no sand, I guess.
It's sand.
There's bushes, a couple of trees, but it's like really odd surface here.
The staff, when I called them up because I was concerned about us being in like really hot, like we were in Las Vegas, and she changed our site. I mean, there was plenty of open sites for her to change us to a better, so it wasn't as bad as it was in Las Vegas, giving us some kind of shade in the, so it wasn't so hot, the RV. Hey, it's Melissa, RV Rolling with MJ. We are now at Joshua Tree Lake RV and Campground in Joshua Tree, California. About 15 minutes from the Joshua Tree Visitor Center, and the town of Joshua Tree is also about 15 minutes. There is some restaurants. I saw some cool ones I haven't tried yet. Maybe we'll get a chance. Called Joshua Tree Saloon. That's in Joshua Tree. And also, not horribly far, is 29 Palms. So I guess these must be tent sites, I'm thinking. It's very, very quiet here. And also in the park, and we went to Joshua Tree National Park. It was quiet too. Up here, I see there's some storage. There is a small lake. Getting there soon to where the office where you check in. The staff was really, really nice. I called like a day or two before because it's been really hot in the RV. So I know I picked a site, but I asked, can you give me a site that's somewhat shaded? And they did do that. And today when we came in, it was actually really cold. And it's facing, I think, north, so the sun wouldn't really hit it so much. So it was pretty good here. It's not as hot though as Las Vegas, but it's like in the low 100s. So coming up right here is office check-in. Where that van is going is where you're going to want to bring the RV, and in that parking area you just wait while you check in. So as the name suggests, there is a lake, but to me it's more like a pond. But let's go check it out. This is where you check in. Guess they're still open. You can sit out here, I guess, if you want to. Picnic tables. Hi. Let's see, no fishing. Please, no fishing beyond this point. So I guess you can fish if you want to. This is nice. They do not have a pool, and they do not have laundry, which I wasn't really happy about. I had to go into town on Joshua Tree, and it was very expensive. I had to drive 15 minutes to get there. So this is where you park your RV. I just read a note saying that when you're here, if you're walking at night, you should bring a flashlight because there are snakes and some of them are venomous. So it's good to know. And I wonder if the night sky might be good here. I know in Joshua Tree National Park, some areas they mention it's good night skies. So we have full hookup, 50 amp, obviously water and sewer. There is a dump station. It's supposed to be a dog run. This is the 100 row. We're on the 300 row. Looks like they're all pull-throughs. Goes all the way down there, but there's nobody here. And down there. So I picked 210. I just picked something online, but I think I like where we are better. You have more of the view of the mountain where we are. So right where that red car is. Now this is our first stop after our family left to go home. Now it's just the two of us again. So 314 has a nice view. That's also because there's nobody in front of us, so we have a good view of the mountain. Comes with this fire pit and picnic table. I don't think we're going to be sitting outside. It's too hot. In the evenings, it's going to be in the 70s, which is like Las Vegas, where it was in the 90s. And here we are.
So let's talk about the rating. So we give our campsites that we visit a 0 to 10, with 0 being the worst place we ever stayed, 10 being the best place we ever stayed. Melissa, as usual, gets the honors.
Well, I think it's a nice campground, so I'm going to give it a solid 8. I might have given it higher if they had a pool or a laundry. I had to go 15 minutes into town and spend a lot of money on laundries, but it would have been nice if they had that in the campground. And I forgot to mention it's full hookup, 50 amp, 30 amp. and they have a fire ring, but we didn't use anything, and a picnic table. It's just too hot to be outside. So what would you give it?
I'm gonna give it a 7.
Okay.
I don't know if there's any other campsites, and she knows.
I mean, there are
campsites
other
in the
ones.
area?
There is
You may,
others.
yeah, I don't know. You may want to give another one a try. I mean, I don't know what the others are like,
Yeah.
but there's just not a lot going on here. I mean, Melissa said it's kind of really quiet here.
Yeah.
It's kind of dead here. The wow factor, yeah, you got
How close
Joshua
it is.
Tree,
How
but number
close-
one, Joshua Tree isn't a superstar national park.
Mm-hmm.
Number one. And it's still a 20-minute drive, would you say?
15.
to
Well,
get there?
15 to the visit, so a little bit, maybe 20.
The
yeah,
towns
to-
are small. We went to a barbecue place yesterday. It was not
Rib place,
it was-
Ribbon
it was
Company.
okay.
Yeah.
So I think it's a combination of just the area. 7. I'd recommend. Would I recommend it? I guess if you
There's
have
nothing.
to.
There's nothing wrong with
There's
it.
nothing
I
wrong
think.
with it, but it just whatever.
I mean,
Doesn't-
everything is
doesn't-
clean. It's
doesn't have
quiet.
any
Doesn't have anything
Zip,
else.
zip, zippy,
Yeah.
zoo.
Well, the lake is pretty. So
Yeah. Anyway.
yeah.
All right. So with that said, we
We
will
will see you down the road.